this in right. Okay. Anyway, so now we're here officially. I
Okay.
will be guiding these wonderful people through the perils of the night. But before we start, there are a couple of quick announcements to make. We are coming on the towards the end of our wonderful season here, where we will be wrapping up this vampire story and to see maybe what comes next. And with that, next week we will be having a special guest join us to help tell the end of this vampire story. So keep
Ooh.
an eye out on the Twitter feed to find out who that is. But I believe that is the end of all of our most important announcements. So I'm going to go ahead and let these wonderful people tell you who they are and what they are up to. And we will start with the wonderful Earthringer.
Hey, what's up? What's good, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Ursa. They let me in again. Ree actually got my tab up to one Rice Krispie treat, so we making gains out here. Y'all know where to find me. I'm on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. I'll be back on SoundCloud one day, but today is not that day. And I'm here to play Walter Reggie, who might die. But enough about me. Next caller.
All right, next we have our favorite shadow. Ari.
Hi, I am Ari. I am sort of a possum in a trench coat right now. We'll see how it ends. I play Sebastian over here. If you tuned in yesterday, I was Layla, the sweetest bard in the world. Earlier in the day, you can catch me over on the Bear Pen playing Elijah. I'm also in a couple of projects over on our friend Kira's channel, the Cookout TTRPG. Follow me at Small Shadow Snack for any updates and possum pandemoniums.
Okay, sure. I don't know what that would be, but sure. Next up, Sir Monolith.
Hey, I'm at Sir Monolith here on Twitter. That's don't really lurk around too much other social media, so you can either find me there once in a while, or you can find me here on Reese channel on Monday and Sunday nights, or on the Bear Pen Sunday afternoon.
All right. Last but certainly not least, the wonderful Die.
Hi, I'm Di. You can find me mostly on Twitter at Dichromaniac, and you can find me on Friday nights on the Bear Pen. You can see me on Cookout TTRPG on Thursdays on YouTube and Reclamation. Tonight I'm playing Tansy, who is like just like the best Hecata. She's awesome.
All right. And with that, I believe our coterie has been assembled. And as a warning to everyone here, the world of darkness can be a dark and terrifying place. As a result, I have spoken with the wonderful people here, and we have gone over how to take care of ourselves and make sure that everyone is having a good time. If you are watching and you need to take a break, step away, or do whatever, please do so. Take care of yourself, because we're ultimately here to have fun, and that is going in safety is first and foremost in all of that.
Hide your kids, hide your significant others. It's all good.
Sure. But now that all of that
I
is
know
out
you
of
get
the
that
way,
reference. Don't make me come over
our
there.
vampires are in a bit of trouble as our coterie is quickly coming to their senses. You all are still in, I believe most of you are still inside of the car, actually. I don't believe anyone attempted to escape last
No.
episode. But the car you are in has been T-boned and it is for the most part crumbled in, forming almost like a curve in the metal. The car that has hit you, which you can see now is a black SUV, has come to a stop just about maybe 2 or 3 feet from the curb on the opposite side of the street from where you started. You do not believe that your car is in operating condition. And as you all are slowly coming to, you see the car doors open and people in kind of black suits. Looks like 3 people, 2 men, 1 woman, each one holding what looks to be small caliber handguns, with the third holding what looks to be like a black suitcase. As you all are seeing that, what do you all want to do?
Well, that's
Oh
ominous.
Lord. All right. So we took the hit. Nobody's particularly dazed right now, right?
At the moment, you all are coming to. None of you are suffering any other effects outside of the pain that you are in. And there is no fire at the moment, but you don't know how long that will stay.
We need to get out of here.
You don't have to tell me twice, Tansy.
Get out of
Walt
here.
is trying, so Walt's gonna make his way out and just try to make a run for it.
Okay.
So it's just the small caliber
Yep.
weapons and a briefcase guy.
Yes.
I mean, most of the damage came from the impact, right?
That is correct. All right, so I believe Walt is going to attempt to scramble out of the car. Tansy and Sebastian, what about you two?
Following Walt.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Walt, and I'm gonna look over at Anush and say, Anush, are you coming?
Yeah, of course.
Roll me dexterity and athletics rolls to crawl out.
Does my specialty apply?
What is your specialty again? Remind me.
Endurance.
Sure. I'll be benevolent this time.
Also rousing my dex.
Dexterity,
Some good
athletics.
blood.
Oh, God.
That is an extra hunger.
I got 1 success.
Forgot rousing. It's for the scene, right? Or is it just for that one?
It's supposed to be just for that one roll, but I'll let you guys do it for the whole scene.
4 successes.
I rolled
Right.
1 dice because that's all I could roll, and I got a success. So
Like a serpent, Sebastian, you are able to pull yourself out of the closest open window to you. Tansy, you attempt to do the same thing, but you find parts of the dress you were wearing is being caught on the windows. You manage to cut a line going down your left leg as you're attempting to pull yourself out. The rest of you can see that Tansy is not having an easy go of climbing out of this window. It is certainly not cooperating. Walter, what were you doing?
He's trying to be the first one out. He's scrambling out.
All right, how many successes did you get?
What am I rolling?
Dexterity and athletics.
Okay. Well, this is gonna be rough.
Okay,
And
go
2 successes.
That's actually
Two
good.
successes.
Or 3.
You're making a bit better progress than Tansy. You managed to pull yourself out of the front row of the front window. You cut yourself along kind of the back of your arm as you more or less just force your arm through a spot where it really couldn't fit. But as you kind of spill out onto the ground, you look around and you realize the street is currently completely empty outside of the 7 of you.
Well, if Walt's out. Oh, well, yeah, go ahead.
Anosh, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna rouse my dexterity. So let's see, gain some hunger for that. That's all right. So that gives me 2 extra dice. Then I guess the first thing I have to do is get the hell out of the car. I'm assuming that with the other people scrambling out of the car, I can't. I'm not in a position where I could activate unseen passage. So can't do that right now. At least I'm assuming, right?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
They're all kind of looking at you at the moment.
Okay. Well, could I activate Hidden Blade against one of the?
I believe that is the one that hides a weapon. Is that correct?
Right. Yeah.
I would
Basically, it's
say
wits plus
yes.
obfuscate versus opponent's wits plus awareness.
I would say yes. And you can have 2 dice because they are not looking for weapons, and they're splitting their focus between all 3 of you. All 4 of you, excuse me.
All right. So got 7 successes.
Nice.
Waiting for Reedy at
have
like 12.
Considerably less than 7. So as far as you know, the effect seems to work.
So I had to pick a specific one normally because it's against one target at a time. So I would say one of the guys with the pistols because I don't see any other weapons, right? It's just him.
No, just 2. The 2 men are holding what looks to be small handguns, and then the woman is carrying looks like a smallish briefcase. And now that you all have scrambled out, they are going to open fire on you guys.
Go.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Do you need me to roll Dex plus athletics to get out, or
Are you? If you're moving out, yes. If you're trying to
Okay.
get out of the actual car.
yeah? Because I mean, I need to get
will
out of the
say
car to do anything.
Well, yeah. I will say you can do activate discipline and do a thing. So yeah, you will need to roll. You will need to roll the dexterity athletics.
Okay.
This is gonna suck.
5 successes.
Okay, the door might as well be wide open as you pull yourself free. Now, if you wish to avoid being shot, make another dexterity athletics roll. If you wish to do something else besides avoiding the gunfire, then you may tell me what you'd like to do, and we'll see what you can roll for.
I am
Well, I guess
taking it my specialty does not apply for this role.
Not this time. Enduring does not help you avoid getting shot, unfortunately.
Is
No, I
Tansy
have-
still snagged?
I have rapid
With one,
reflexes, so I'll
Tansy
use that for
has
this.
unceremoniously fallen to the ground, cut up, torn apart. Some of the clothing that she was wearing is torn, but she has managed to get out.
Can I, when they start shooting, can I activate toughness?
Of course. Ring me a rouse check.
Oh,
6
thank
with
God.
a crit.
Okay, that's a success.
6 with a crit from you, Sebastian.
All right. Well, Tansy's activating toughness, then Walter just attempt to dodge.
Yeah, I've got rapid reflexes, so that helps me with dodging bullets without cover. So that's pretty much an extra point for the dodging. So you said athletics plus dex, and then
Yep, dex athletics.
All right.
I still want to try to dodge, but I also wanted to try and
damn, Jesus, only 3 successes.
Also 3 successes.
get. I
Sad.
failed my dex athletics check, but I do have toughness up, so hopefully that won't be too
I
bad.
mean, I
How
guess it's
many
50,
successes
half of
did you get, Tansy?
Oh, none, 0. I have
Okay.
1 dice. And I rolled 4.
All right. So then
Ah,
Walt
you will
nailed that roll.
take a total of, let me just double check my weapon damage chart, but I believe that's going to be like 6 or 7 points of damage that'll then be reduced by toughness
Jesus.
and then cut in half again. So
They're all just fucking unloading on Dan.
I told.
Tansy,
Like, fuck you in
Tansy
particular.
has
I'm
not made a very good decision
bad.
in terms of not being hit, but that's okay. That's okay.
I didn't choose to be hit. The
I mean,
not very
she's
good at
wearing the
dodging, it's okay.
SpongeBob outfit, you know.
No, I'm in that fringy silver dress, which is
It's
now,
the-
covered in blood. The sparkle fringes are all like torn off, and you can see like the sort of netting underneath. It's a whole wreck. It's a whole wreck.
You're now bullet SpongeBob.
Bro, it's
Yeah, so you would take 3 points, and then I believe you've activated toughness, which is going to reduce that by another. What's your fortitude rating?
My fortitude rating is 2.
All right, so you take 6 minus 2, 4. Then it'll get halved again because it's superficial damage. You take 2 total damage. From
I
the
am
attack.
out of superficial health.
Well, then that means from this point on, your wounds are going to be aggravated, which is
Yep.
not good.
No, it is not.
Sebastian, on the other hand, you are practically a blur as you are able to dive, taking cover in kind of the remains of what was. It is clearly some sort of gift shop or just some small shop that was just nearby at the time, and you dive through the glass of that shop. What did you roll? You rolled 3, I believe, right? Anash and
Yeah.
Walter.
Mhm.
Both of you are able to, instead of moving out of the way, you kind of dive closer to the car, using it as a barrier against their bullets. So, now that we have had a bit of an exchange, we are going to do this as 2 rounds and out. The 4 of you, I believe, wish to escape your attackers, and they do not want you to do that. So we are going to have a best of 3 here. Your collective group versus their collective group. So, what is it that you all wish to do? We'll also resolve your roles first, and then we'll resolve theirs.
I'm gonna go straight at the one of the one that I use my power on to attempt to cut him. I'm gonna cut him real good.
All right, roll to attack.
I'm gonna cut him real good. Cut him for Tansy.
see. Well, they're able to defend
Watch. I'm
themselves
waiting for
from
the roll to
attack.
just be like completely trash can. Let's checking something. Okay.
It would be
4
if you're
successes.
assuming you're using a one-handed weapon. Okay, 4 versus 3. So as you move forward, you're a bit faster than they are, and as this person begins to level their gun on you, you're able to take your knife and bury it into the ribs of the first man, and you see him react, having not noticed the weapon in the first place. What is the damage modifier on your blade? Do you happen to know?
Yeah, I have the. Let me pull the thing up here. I got it. It is +3, and then hidden blade adds an extra 2 because it's half my obfuscate rating.
As you begin to push your blade into his chest, just below, just in between the middle ribs, you see him attempt to raise the gun to fire at you before he kind of reaches down and grips the knife, and then you feel his hands weaken and he slumps over.
Nailed it.
All right, while that is happening, Tansy, Walt, and Sebastian, what are you doing?
I'm gonna need a tutorial, Ree. All right.
Would they be able to visibly? Was it? I said for anybody actually watching out there, me do this. Is it like pretty apparent that one of them is out of commission, or at least it seems like he's
happening really quickly.
so
They
fast.
do see you
Yeah.
stab into him, but all of this is happening in the same span of a few
I
seconds.
get blood all over my damn clothes.
Okay. I've seen you all like rouse the blood to increase the die for your stat checks, right?
Mm-hmm.
How does that work? Because
You
Walt
rouse-
wants to.
What's your blood potency?
I think it's only like 1.
One?
Let me see.
Okay.
So
I mean,
you
if it's-
roll one of your blood die. If
Yes,
it's
one.
a success, you don't get hungrier. If it's a failure, you get hungrier, but you're still able to use the extra dice.
Yeah.
So I'll
Because I
be getting
think
an extra 1 dice for doing that.
Blood
extra
potency
2
1 is
dice.
2. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get an extra 2 dice. Gotcha.
2, 2,
All
2.
right.
Two,
Well,
we
Walt's
have
gonna attempt
Tempt
to.
the beast.
Might have to do it. Like Walt's doing fine hunger wise, but I'll do a rouse check and attempt to have Walt attempt to grab Tansy and pull her behind the car cover.
You wish to rouse your strength.
Yeah, because I mean Walt ain't strong, so it's like.
Okay, go for
Well,
it.
what is Walt's strong? If he was going to do combat for anything, what would you say is his strongest point?
He's got some. He is not a combat character. Like if
I
you
know.
gave him a firearm, he'd be able to help. Like if you gave him that pistol from that guy you killed, that would help. But I don't know if Anush would know to do that. That's the thing.
I mean, last time I tried to give him a gun, I think when we were fighting those Sabat, I think Walt was kind of like, no, or something like that.
Because it was going to be loud. He was more concerned about making noise with the gun.
Roll strength and athletics.
All right, so that's strength and athletics. I'll rouse
brawl,
first.
I guess it could technically be a brawl thing.
Either one is going to be like a +0, so it'll be like a 2. I'll be rolling 2 d10s.
Go for it.
So, okay, don't get hungry. So let me roll 2 d10s.
Well, there should be at least 3 because you should have at least 1 dot of strength and then plus 2 dice.
Oh yeah, I do have 1 dot of strength. Okay, so yeah. All right, and I just roll it. Yeah, I got 2 more. I messed at it.
Yeah,
There we
so
go.
2 more.
So that's 1 success.
2,
No,
5,
not even.
Not
Not
0
even.
successes.
It's 0
You
successes.
begin to pull Tansy, and does Tansy resist being pulled away?
No, Tansy is gonna. I think Tansy's too much in shock at her dress getting ruined. Yeah, so the bullet comes, grazes, or like lodges itself, and it's just make your fast, and then Walt tackling her behind the. Walt, what are you? Fine.
What a bitch is my favorite dress.
It hurts, Tansy, as Walt isn't quite strong enough to pull you, and you're more being dragged across the metal and glass and ground. Thankfully, your supernatural body is able to prevent this from being more serious, but it is not. It's not very. It doesn't feel very good, and it's not very dignified.
Listen, thanks, but we gotta get Anush out of there, and we gotta get out of here. This is not good.
I don't know what you expect me to do.
I don't know what. I am a wreck. I don't know if I can get Anush out of there.
I can't either. I ain't built for this. I ain't been in no gang wars, man.
Okay, let's see what Sebastian does, and then I have an idea. It's a really bad one, but hopefully it won't come to that.
Walt sighs.
Uh,
Because poor Walt is like he's really thinking about it because he's got decent intelligence and high wits. He's like, I don't even really think there's anything I can do that doesn't violate the rules I'm apparently aware of.
And I believe our next option is our shadow dancer. Sebastian, what are you doing?
He's safe inside the shop. At least he feels it. Let's see. What can I do? He's not really a fighty person.
You was throwing hands back when we
waiting for
He's-
Sebastian to turn into like a hentai party.
Clan La Sombra is very disappointed.
Clan La Sombra can step out into the sunlight.
Oh snap!
Yeah, because the only thing he has combat-wise for distance is his arms, and he's not going to use that in a public space. I think he's just going to be like, because he went through one of the glass windows nearby, just kind of like pick up one of the glass pieces and like throw it out the window just to like get their attention to be like, come through this window. Like if Anush wants to basically distract them, then
you do have a kitchen knife if
I
you
will
kept
say-
it with you.
I will say if your goal is just to alert Tansy and Walter,
mhm.
you can just do that. I won't make you roll for that.
Yeah. He's like, Anush can take care of himself. Like he is very much knows that Anush can take care of himself. But I think he's just more worried about the other two.
Everybody's having a panic attack. Ah! I mean, we did just get hit by a car.
Mm-hmm.
It's very rude.
Then Tansy and Walter, you see this piece of wood come throwing out of this shop that Sebastian is hidden in. And Anash, I'm afraid you have some trouble on your hands.
I assumed as much.
All right. So you have a decision to make, Anash. You can abandon the weapon, the knife that you have inside of this person.
It's actually a
Or-
sword. Well, I guess not. It
or
wouldn't be a
blade.
sword because we left some. Well, we didn't. We left our weapons in the car.
Yes, you did leave your weapons in the car. Whichever weapon of your choice, it is currently inside of this person's body, so you can either leave it behind to attempt to dodge what comes next. As you see this woman, you see her quickly flip open the suitcase she's carrying, and she pulls out something that looks almost like an ejector, or like a needle or some sort, and she clearly is preparing to stab you with it.
Oh,
You can attempt to remove the blade from this person, but it will give you a -2 penalty to dodging, as you will be forced to kind of split your focus between drawing the blade back out and moving. Or you can abandon the blade inside of his body and move freely.
I think I will abandon the blade inside of his body to, just kind of reflexively, to try to dodge the attack because I'm I more like it's a pretty dangerous situation, so he's acting more on instinct than anything else right now. It's all kind of
Okay.
automatic. So if he needs to let go of something like his weapon to and he feels like that's the best course of action as far as avoiding damage so that he can continue taking on his attackers, then that's probably what he would do.
Okay. In that case, so you can choose to either avoid by using dexterity and athletics or meet her strength to strength with strength and athletics.
I would probably do dex and athletics because I'm a fast person. I'm relatively strong, but I'm faster than I am strong. So it's better to avoid the damage than to be like
Go for it.
be like water and flow around it.
Go for it.
Let's see here. Boop. 8 successes.
You see, she comes faster than you expect, and before you fully have a chance to kind of process what's happening, you take the blade that you're holding into this person, and you push both the blade and the body away from you, and push yourself back as this needle, which you can now see as it's coming toward you, is dripping this black liquid. And just as she gets close enough to hit, you manage to push the body into her, and that sends her stumbling back away from you. Oh, the dang on crit.
I know. Crit the pants
Other
off of that.
person is going to shoot you because you stabbed his...
Rude.
Okay. Roll me another dexterity athletics check, except for subtract 2 dice. This is attempting to dodge from a second person.
Yeah.
I didn't really want you to be forced to split the pool.
2.
Cool. Oh, well, that's not good.
No, it's not.
He rolled 4 to shoot you.
He would probably be rousing his blood this round to try and heal some superficial damage anyway.
You can always do that. But you hear the gunshot before you feel the bullets rip into your flesh, and you take 5 points of superficial damage.
Ow.
That immediately get cut down to 3? If it's 3 or 2, I will have to double check. We'll say 2 for now, and I will double check later to see if it's supposed to be rounded up or down. What are you doing? The rest of you see this woman attack. You all see this woman attack Anosh with some item that you can barely see, kind of clutching the palm of her hand, almost as if she was wielding it as like a kind of like a punching knife. And then you see the other person unload 2 bullets directly into the center of his chest.
Well, I would probably try to rouse the blood to heal. Or I guess I don't have to try to do that. It's just something you can do. So let's see if I get hungrier as a result. Yep, I am hungrier. Getting hungrier.
Oh no.
Hungrier,
Is
hungrier.
anyone at hunger 4? Because there's
No,
a
at 3
blood.
right now. But I, as blood potency 2, that means I heal 2 points of superficial. So that's
Begin to
good.
feel the muscles and bones stitching themselves back together.
And then, what would you say would be if I wanted to try and grab the knife out of the body to use it for an attack?
I would say you can just do as part of your as a single attack action, but I'll increase the difficulty by 1, so you'll need 1 more success than normal.
Okay. In that case, let's see. I would probably using Hidden Blade as like a hunter's mark. But I would probably I have to roll a new wits plus obfuscate against the new target, which in this case would be I'm wondering who I'm gonna say it's probably the chick with the needle, because I feel less threatened by the little gun than I do by the needle that I have no idea what's in it, and I'm wondering why this person would come at me with a needle. You know, it seems like there's got to be something. He's thinking it's probably more threatening than the small caliber handgun. Just because he doesn't know what it is. So he would probably want to go against her with that. So let's try. Let's do the wits plus obfuscate.
Does your hidden blade work on someone that is actively observing the weapon at the time?
Well, you have. That's why you do the contest of wits plus obfuscate against their wits plus awareness. So if I win, then it works. If I don't, it doesn't.
Sure.
5 successes. And see, Reese stopped using Roll20. Was Roll20 just doing too good for you?
That's
Also added
successes for her.
mystery.
She
It's
rolled
true.
6 successes.
That bitch. All right, that's fine.
She rolled 7. 4.
Well, 6, 7. It's more.
7
That's
with
the
a crit.
important part.
She seems to be very well trained for this.
She seems to be very
You notice that
observant.
she doesn't take her eyes off both the center of your body as well as the kind of tracing that you're moving with the weapon as you go to pull it out.
Okay. Well, then that won't get added to the damage then. So it'll just be successes plus 3 if it hits. I guess I should say difference plus 3. Oh, I get 4. It's not enough. Not enough. Yeah, no, I want to spend a point of willpower too, just because we're in a very hairy situation, and he wants to win.
Sure.
Let's see, so we're gonna reroll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice. That is a shitty roll. So 1 more success, so 5 successes.
4. So as you go forward, you go to stab into her, and you see her attempt to move only to realize that she isn't going to be able to avoid it. But as the blade goes into the suit she's wearing, you find a bit of resistance. And as you begin to push forward, you realize she's wearing some sort of vest underneath this. Maybe a ballistic vest or something similar. And it does take off a little bit of the damage. So that would be a total of... Yours is plus 3, so 4 total, which will get reduced by 1, so 3 total. So you see kind of steps back away from you, and she's clutching her side, but she's not dead.
No, ballistic vests aren't very good against knives.
But it was just good enough this time.
Yes.
Walter, Tansy, and Sebastian, you see this exchange happening. What are you all doing?
Are there any blades? Are there any shards of glass near Walt?
Yeah, I'll say you can find plenty of glass around you.
One that's hand size, like knife size.
It's not gonna be a proper knife, but you could probably cut someone with it.
Yeah, like shift size, like something he can handle, like not like a big piece.
Large enough that you could use it as a weapon.
Okay. Walt would understand that due to the nature of the car accident, the car will explode. What's the approximate time of that?
You don't know. You haven't had the chance to see, and the gas tank was on the opposite side from where you guys are at the moment. But you figure it's probably better to assume the worst than the best in time.
Well, Walt will go get the information. He'll try to like move from where he's positioned at the car and kind of like sidle around his positioning, see if he can get a different angle on the situation.
Okay. It doesn't take much effort. You do see that there is a steady stream of gasoline that has just been dripping onto the street, and you figure it's really up to whenever there is a spark that will be large enough to set it on fire. And since someone is currently shooting a gun, you figure sooner rather than later.
Well, Walt's gonna move his way back to Tansy. Like, Tansy, we gotta move.
Yeah, I know, but we can't leave Anush there. But crap! And I'm gonna grab Walt's hand and I'm gonna run towards the hardware store that Sebastian is in.
You can't.
You can't? Okay.
Well, I'm saying you ordered him. You said we cannot leave Anush there. So unless you tell him we're going here. Because he's blood bonded to Anush too.
Okay, we gotta go get Sebastian, get like a weapon or something, and we gotta come back, okay?
Well, nice. Well, he's got a weapon in his head. You remember he picked up the glass.
Roll your unspent willpower.
Oh, you a hater.
I believe Tansy is also blood bonded. Is Tansy blood bonded?
Mm-hmm.
Tansy's blood bonded more than Walt is.
Yeah.
Both of you make me roll your unspent willpower.
Oh boy.
The difficulty is your blood bond strength.
Oh.
What is the blood bond strength?
Walt was like
That's
one.
the amount of times you've drunken blood. I think it's yours is just one. I think
Yeah,
yours
Tansy's
is
two.
or three.
Yeah,
Two.
I only have one success, and I'm at 2. So yeah, no, I fail.
So
You
just
do not
willpower roll.
want-
Okay.
You do
How's your
not
blood
want
to heal
leave.
2
yourself?
successes.
Oh,
You don't want to
Next
leave.
thing.
You don't want to leave him behind, Tansy. Walter, you don't want to leave Anosh, but you can understand why it's necessary. But Tansy,
He's like,
doesn't
that makes
sit right with
sense.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't sit
All
right.
right. I'm
Just
gonna
don't
look
wanna
at
do it.
Walt and say, I'm really sorry about this. And can I rouse my blood to try to heal myself for 1 point?
You can.
Oh,
I believe your
This is gonna be
I
tragic.
believe your blood potency lets you heal 1 point.
Yep.
From that.
1 point's better than no point.
Hey, 1
1
point's better
point.
than no point.
Point to
Can I
superficial is
run
healed.
out? This is really stupid, and I'm really sorry. I want to run out. I want to leave Walt behind the car. I want to run out to the woman that has that weird weapon I just saw her attack Anush with. And I would like to cast. I want to run up to her and probably like grab her either like by the hair or the back of the neck, put my hand on her, and cast Necrotic Plague.
We go.
Okay. I believe you do have to touch someone to use necrotic plague.
I do.
That's why I got the knife instead of trying to bite because my brawl is crap.
At least the
So
gasoline's already
first-
on the ground.
Just
All
gotta.
right, so first roll me first make a rouse check.
Yep. This has been good for me so far. Nope, that's a fail, so I do get hungrier, and I do have to mark those 2 stains because this.
You gained 2 stains, and now make me a strength plus brawl roll because she does not want to let you touch her.
She's like, no.
It's fair. All right. So that's gonna get.
It's like, I do not consent.
I don't have any brawl. All right. So strength. That's 2. Let's try these 2. Let's see what they do. Wait, no. Oh, 2 successes.
As you reach forward, she at the moment has her full attention on Anush, but as you step toward her, she moves just in time to kind of bat your wrist away. And she also rolls 2 successes.
This bitch.
That's
Sounds like
contact,
grab
though.
hold.
That's contact.
That's not gonna be enough contact.
No, if it was
bestowing
enough
a plague,
contact, she would have
unfortunately.
let me.
It's not enough for a plague. But
Curses.
the power is primed, so if you do manage to gain full contact, it will work.
All
But
right.
it was not enough, unfortunately.
All
All right. Well, Tansy has joined the fray. Sebastian, what are you doing? How are you continuing to watch?
He's just sighing, like, why are these people idiots? Like, just get in. Ugh.
I don't know about them, but Anush
There
is dumb.
there is some face palming from a shadow, like metaphorical face palming, like mental face palming. Like if he had enough arms of Araman, they would just be face palming his face. Like he has just like, guys, seriously. He does have the kitchen knife on him, so he's just gonna aim it at the woman and throw it at her.
Sure, roll
Cause she's
dexterity
distracted with
and
Anush and
athletics
Tansy.
to throw.
Mhm.
Dexterity and athletics, and I'll give you a bonus of 1 dice because there is a distraction.
30. Athletics or melee?
Athletics for throwing stuff. Melee is for stabbing people with stuff.
Mm-hmm. Melee
And
is
an
for
extra
damage.
die. Okay. spend a point of willpower on that. I don't like it. 6 with a messy crit.
Interesting. How does this messy crit work for you, Sebastian?
Ooh.
I feel like given he has a La Sombra and the fact that he is entirely annoyed with the fact that he told them to run and where to run, I feel like he just chucks it. Just sheer annoyance, just chucks it.
So, this, because the beast is interfering in this, I would be remiss if I did not add a wrinkle to this situation.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, as you pull back, it's very subtle. You can feel that predator, that Darwinistic monster inside of you, just barely add to your strength. And as you let the knife fly, you aim a bit higher than you were intending. And as the woman turns towards you, your knife smashes into the center of her forehead, embedding
Nice.
itself directly in, almost right in between the eyes. And as she dies, she falls forward. And as she does, Walter, you watch almost in slow motion as the needle she's holding hits the ground and a spark goes off.
Oh,
I need
boy.
everyone to make dexterity athletics checks as everything goes up in an explosion.
Including me, who was in the building.
Well, you have to make a fire frenzy check because you will not be in the immediate danger, but the flames
Unspent
I got 3
willpower.
successes.
It's not that that's the wrong one.
good.
That's
I don't think the book has
failure.
2 successes.
exploding fire as a thing. So I'm gonna say car explosion's gonna take 4 successes to completely avoid being hurt.
8
If you have at least
humanities,
2
what?
successes,
3 die?
no,
There's
it's still 2. I think it's 2.
I-
Is it still 2? Yeah, it's still 2.
Two-
It's
2/3
2
of humanity?
9. No, you're right. Yeah, it's 3. It's 3 once it goes above 7. You're right. You were correct. Yes. If you have at least 2 successes, you will only take 2 aggravated damage from the explosion. If you
3
have
for my fire
3
frenzy.
successes or more, then you will manage to avoid with only 1 point of aggravated damage.
Oh,
So
that's
I lose on my
nice.
superficial and then gain 1 aggravated, right? Because I had 2 normal.
If you're just then you just gain 2 aggravated damage. It's separate.
Okay, got it.
What happens if you have no successes but you have toughness?
Toughness, unfortunately, does not protect you from fire. That is Defy Bane. So with no successes, as you all see the explosion, Walter and Anash realize what's going to happen a fraction of a second too slowly, and you're able to throw yourselves down, avoiding the biggest parts of the explosion, but burning metal kind of embeds itself into parts of your body. Anash, you see the first man get completely skewered with pieces of metal and glass. Walter, you manage to move out of the way, but you feel a single piece of metal kind of embed itself into your arm. Tansy, you don't react fast enough. And as everything goes up, the mixture of fear and pain that shoots through your body, as you're going to take the full 3 points of aggravated damage. And roll Fear Frenzy, because you just experienced fire in its purest form.
Since Anush is really hungry, if he sees the guy get skewered, he might try to take advantage of the situation and see if he can get a little nibble.
Sure, you can try.
Do I have to roll anything for that, or I mean, the guy's incapacitated.
He is closer to the fire than you, so roll give me a willpower roll, difficulty 3 to get closer to it.
Got you. Okay.
Oh,
That's probably not going to be great.
What was you saying, Tansy?
For since I didn't get to actually cast necrotic plague, did I not take those 2 stains on my humanity?
Yeah, I will say you won't get the stain since the
I got
stain
one
would react with
success.
hurting someone.
Um,
That'd be kidding
and,
me.
and that's 1/3 of
Mhm.
humanity, right?
It's willpower plus 1/3 of your humanity rating.
Okay, cool.
Unspent willpower.
1,
Unfortunately, Anash, you
2,
can't get any closer.
2
I
successes
am
on that
sad
frenzy for
panda.
me.
Pure terror runs through your body as you attempt to get as far away as possible. You can attempt to spend willpower to control yourself, but it will be costly.
Yeah. He's right now he's more just that was more just like an opportunistic thing, but yeah, I mean it makes sense that the fire would be scaring him away. He's not going to tempt fate anymore. Right now he needs to try to get his companions to safety.
Is Tansy running, or is she trying to control herself?
I will spend the willpower to. I can. Can you
Tansy
respend
be going
the
through it.
willpower?
Yes, to control yourself for frenzy, you can spend willpower until you run out.
Oh, thankfully. Okay, this now became 4 successes.
Nice.
Oh, you can't spend willpower to re-roll, but you can
Oh.
spend willpower to control yourself.
Oh, then yeah.
Oh.
Then I will. Yeah. So
Wait.
consider it spent and controlled.
So are you saying that I could spend willpower to just automatically succeed at overcoming my fire fear, or
No, those were two
oh,
different
okay,
things.
that's different. Okay.
Tansy's in frenzy. You're not in a frenzy, but you're trying to force
Yeah.
yourself to get closer to an uncontrolled flame, which is
Makes
not,
sense.
they're not the same rule.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, then you will see as you begin to kind of come to yourselves, all of you feeling that instinctive revulsion, fear of the flame. You see that Tansy is almost completely burned. Almost half of her body has been turned this black and red color. The all the way up through the face and to half of her hair, you can see pieces of molten metal kind of melting and burning alongside, almost creating a silvery appearance along the scalp. And you all begin to hear the sounds of emergency vehicles approaching.
Of course we do. I mean, Walt should, obviously. All right, here's the thing about frenzy. Like, is it like the same thing as she has to eat?
Not in this case.
Okay.
It is the same effect, but in this case it is caused by fear, which means that she just wants to get away from the flame as soon as possible. But she's currently exerting a pure act of will to stay in control of her actions.
Come on, yeah, we gotta go. And Walt's gonna follow. He's like, that's the thing. Like, Walt can help you, but you gotta come toward him.
Yeah.
I will say you all would be aware that Tandy's current appearance would be a violation of the Masquerade if she is seen.
Will you guys get in this building, please?
That's where Walt was headed.
I feel like this is the second time in this chronicle where Tansy's
It is
a masquerade violation. That or I'm having some epic deja vu.
It technically is the third because there's actually attacking the police at the precincts with the decay.
I mean,
yeah. Yeah, Tansy, I let myself be dragged wherever at this point, just as long as it's away from the fire. I just trying to hold it together and not attack everybody, and I'm trying to, not process anything too much. Like, yeah, wherever you want to go, it's fine. It's fine. Just get me out of here.
That is all a news right there.
And
You know
another
Walt
point
ain't
of
strong
willpower,
enough.
Tansy.
Hmm?
Another point of willpower, or let the beast take over.
Oh no. Shit.
do I have an opportunity to like grab her and just kind of like throw her toward the building?
You could try. It'll hurt, but you could try. can do it.
Walt's waiting for her.
All right,
He's in the building waiting for her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to move that way.
I mean, if I see
you
her like having
pitch,
a hard
he can
time
receive.
getting, if I
I would
Yeah,
say, Anash, you recognize the interplay, the fight
Yeah.
between the beast and the will inside of Tansy at the moment.
okay, well that he's gonna in that case he's gonna that's his priority. So he's gonna grab her and try to like move her toward the building because this is already a bad situation. Don't even need to make it worse.
Yeah, I go with him willingly. I just let myself be dragged over towards the building, anywhere that's away from the fire.
Okay.
Okay, so you say now Tansy is with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Quell the beast.
You wish to attempt to quell the beast. Okay. Let me remind myself on how that will work.
I think I got to rouse, and I think that's charisma discipline.
You do have to rouse. Give me a rouse check.
On it.
If
All right,
you
that's my
wish
first point to gain. Cool.
And if you wish to end the frenzy, you will have to get a critical success.
Oh
So,
boy.
can I have... Actually, let me just double check. I think frenzy may make this even harder to do.
No.
Walt's gonna try. That's the thing about it. He's gonna try.
I think frenzy gives
Hey,
you
man,
resistance
never hurts to
these
try.
types of things. Yeah, they 3 extra dice to the pool. So, I need for you to roll... Walter to roll charisma plus animalism, and Tansy to roll stamina resolve plus 3.
Okay.
Oh
Beast does
no.
not want to give up control.
So animalism.
I've
Plus
noticed you
2
all find
dice.
yourselves in this situation.
7 successes with a messy crit.
Nice. All right.
Okay,
So
and if Walt's trying to help Tansy out there and it seems okay, Anash is probably going to kind of gauge the outside situation to see if he can try to get his sword out of the car.
1,
Oh, the burning car, dog. Are you sure?
3, 4,
It's never too late to
5
rearm yourself.
successes, but I also have 2 failures. Well, I have 1 failure on a hunger die. I have
It's
1 on a
only-
hunger die.
It's only 6 successes.
7 successes with a messy crit from Walt.
Yeah, only 5 successes from me.
So, you will succeed in forcing Tansy's frenzy to end. However, Walt, as you do this, you can feel this kind of instinctual battle taking place. And in order to win, you have to almost forcibly cow Tansy's beast into submission. This exact kind of act of dominance, I want to say, is gonna give you a stain. As it is,
I'll take it.
It's gonna force you to kind of conquer her soul, her beast, to an extent that Walter is not quite comfortable with. Or you can take a compulsion instead. I suppose, since this is just a default.
I'll take a
Yes,
stain.
agreed.
I'll take a stain. He's gonna need it.
Okay.
Walt needs to assert dominance.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, your frenzy does end. However, you are still in an incredible amount of pain.
Tansy, get a hold of yourself.
This isn't. I can't.
You're away from the fire. You're
Yeah.
okay, Tansy.
No, I'm really not.
We're gonna get you out of here. But you
Yeah.
have to focus.
We gotta go home, and I need
Oh, his
to-
hands are on your face, by the way.
I
Like he's looking you dead in your eyes because of how it works.
I can't. This is bad. I made a lot of bad choices.
It's okay. We're gonna get out of this. Sebastian, where are we going, man?
Out the back of the store. We'll figure it out from there.
Walt takes Tansy by the hand, starts heading toward the back of the store.
It's a hardware store. Is there any sort of You know, sometimes in hardware stores they have like jackets, or I just want something to sort of cover myself up. Like if there's any sort of article of clothing that,
Sebastian will take his jacket off and hand it
Like
to
a
her.
poncho or a tarp.
yeah, a tarp might
Sure.
almost be more noticeable, but yeah, any
You could
poncho,
try a rain
anything.
poncho, sure. Right there,
Yeah,
they're rain ponchos, sure.
perfect.
Various
Yeah,
colors
I
of rain ponchos,
shakingly.
parkas, all those great things. Fishing hats.
How large is this chunk of metal in Walt's arm?
Maybe 3-4 inches. It's just hot metal at the moment. Not hot enough to hurt you more in terms of like damage, but hot enough to hurt physically.
Walt's gonna take off like half of his suit coat and make it look like he's got his suit coat draped over his arm over the hot metal.
Okay. Right. As you all are attempting to bandage and cover yourselves, Anosh, as you look around for your weapon, you do find it. It is still buried in what's the burned remains of this person. However, if you attempt to get it, it's going to be hot since it was just in the explosion, and it may hurt you. Like you may take some damage from pulling the hot blade out, but you can. It is still mostly intact. You'll probably need to do some blade maintenance on it, but
Like fire damage.
I want to say it won't be aggravated damage. Is what I'll say. It would be superficial damage, as it's hot metal, but it's not. It's hot, but it's not on fire.
Ah, okay. Well, he'd probably try to use he'd probably try to, like, maybe take a piece of clothing and see if he can use it to grab by the handle and pull it free.
You can take off some of the clothing you're wearing. I will say if you wrap your hands properly, it'll take some time and it'll make getting away from the scene a bit harder, but you can pull it free and hold it properly. You basically take the time to kind of make like a makeshift weapon wrap to kind of cover it so you can carry it.
Yeah, don't want to don't because he is wary right now. He knows that taking additional damage is not going to be advisable, but yeah, so he'll take the extra time and just try to move as quickly as he can.
Okay, so as you all are getting away, I need, well, because I'm going to say TNZ, Walter, and Sebastian have decided to leave early enough that you all won't have to make escape rolls. But you will need to make TNZ will need to make a roll to try not to be noticed, since she is kind of very like Terminator, mostly melted appearance. So make a dexterity stealth roll for that. And Nosh, to escape, you need to make a dexterity stealth roll as well.
Can Walt help with this in any way?
You tell me, how would you help with Tansy's issue?
Okay, it's a stretch, but I'm hoping you're gonna let me have it. Walt is gonna probably try to attempt to have the air that Tansy and Walt are getting back from an elaborate costume party. That's what he's going for. So he's like pretty much has like an arm around Tansy's waist. And he's acting like, like after prom, you got the suit coat hitched up over your shoulder. So he's hitting
girl,
that stride.
You look good.
Yep.
Yeah, Walt's like holding my shoes for me.
Yep.
Yep.
There's absolutely no holiday happening where that would make any sense.
Costume parties can happen at any time. What you mean?
This is what I'll say. Tandy could roll manipulation in either subterfuge or performance to pretend not to be in immense pain right now.
Okay, so I can roll manipulation and
either performance or subterfuge, either one. And your goal is to do your best to play off the excruciating pain you are in as being normal.
Would persuasion or medicine perhaps apply here?
I don't see how
medicine. I'm actually better at stamina and stealth.
I don't think medicine would help you. If you wish to try to just go completely unseen, you can try dexterity and stealth. be unnoticed in the
No,
first
it's the
place.
same amount of dice. So
I'm just saying, Walt's got manipulation.
either
subterfuge, so.
manipulation or subterfuge or dexterity stealth. It's still 3 dice for me. Either way. So let's do the manipulation roll and see.
Lindsay is not playing to her
That's
strengths.
1 success.
You've ever seen a person who is in a lot of pain and they're trying to not look like they're in pain, but they end up walking like very stiffly? Tansy is very much doing that at the moment. As Walter and I assume Sebastian is with them, you all are moving and you get clear of where the car accident happened. But the more you walk, the more you catch people who are kind of like looking at you and then murmuring to themselves and looking back at you.
Where y'all want to stop off at?
Anywhere that's close, like this is bad. I'm wearing a poncho.
The lifestyle and it goes with the costume. We talked about this before we left for the party.
Yeah, Pansy, look good.
I'm from that old classic. I know what you did last summer, right?
Yep.
You know, I told you to go to as Rose from Titanic. It would have been so much easier to explain to people.
That's what I was trying to tell her, man. But she had to be original. She had to go get a poncho and be like, yo, I got the best makeup of all time.
See, I at least went for something simple like 80s-ish James Bond. Although, given my accent, I probably should have played Lashif.
Okay, next party, I'm absolutely dressing as a Bond girl. You've got it. It'll be great. But let's make it to the next party.
So Walt is looking meaningfully at Sebastian.
You know, as long as you don't go as Christmas Jones, we'll be fine. He's just gonna be like, where are they roughly in the city? Would Sebastian know of any place nearby?
You're pretty close to where your haven is at the moment. You're still within your domain.
He'll just point them in his direction to his house.
All right, making our way uptown. Let's go.
Okay. All right, as you all are making your way to Sebastian's
I want to know what the
personal
fuck was in
haven,
that syringe.
do you wish to stick around and try and find out?
Oh, you
No.
mean, Ree?
Up to you.
Stick
Information
around,
has
find out.
knowledge has a price. But if you wish to avoid the authorities, roll me a dexterity and stealth check. You can use your
I got 7 with a
disciplines.
messy crit.
Oh, okay. Oh well, that's not good.
You'd think a messy crit would be good, but not necessarily.
I don't know
like,
how to messy crit this.
Messy crit stealth. He's so
he's
stealthy
become
he can't see himself.
He's become Crunk from Immersion of Groove.
Oh yeah, Cusco's poison. Poison used to poison Cusco. That poison, yeah. I got the poison.
What I will say is the beast is focused primarily on escaping. And as a result, you aren't as careful as you would normally be. But you are able to get away. Where would you be going?
Well, he's pretty hungry, and so he would probably be making his way, obviously, out and away from this area, and looking for a snack somewhere. I'm sure I'm gonna regret this.
Your domain completely?
No.
Okay. All right, make me your predator roll.
Oh, I'm totally gonna regret this.
Oh,
I will
no.
say the recent activities will add 1 to the difficulty, so it'll be a 5.
Okay.
Because now people are awake and are paying a bit more attention after an
Sure.
explosion just went off a
Of
few
course, I
blocks
wouldn't
over.
be. Doo, doo, doo. All
Yeah.
right. Well, let's. Oh my God! Are you fucking kidding me?
Don't tell me you miss it. You bestial.
No. I did.
You-
I
what's
did miss
it?
you.
It is a beast, but I believe you only bestial fail if you get no failures. Oh
Just,
no, it's not a thing.
it's just a good night. I mean, he'd probably like, he'd probably spend a willpower because he's really intent on seeing if he can not be horribly terrible at this and reroll 4 of these dice. Let's see.
You could only reroll 1 dice because
Oh,
there's
really?
a hunger dice and there's a 9.
Oh,
Yeah, so
that's right.
You fail anyway.
So it doesn't matter. So never mind.
You look around and you are unable to find anyone suitable to feed on. Everyone's too busy, too huddled together. People are too busy talking to each other to be alone at the moment, and you realize you aren't going to be able to do anything.
Well,
Now, you can attempt to force it, but the difficulty will go up, and failure would be disastrous. It's up to you.
well, what if instead of trying to continue hunting here, he just heads toward the haven, looking for possible snacks along the way, looking for a good opening.
If you attempt to feed, if you stay within this domain, the penalty will still be there. But if you wish to exit this domain into someone else's domain and attempt to hunt, you could do so. But there could be consequences.
There's always consequences. Right now, he's probably going to just play it safe.
The vampires is not good for people who are unprepared.
He's probably just going to play it safe for now and go back and lick his wounds and see if he can recoup with the rest of his coterie now that he knows that people are safe-ish.
So my question, are you heading to, do you know where Sebastian's personal haven is?
Oh, we've gone there once with Sebastian.
Did Sebastian, did you take attempts to hide the way to your personal haven?
No, he figures they're fairly smart to know what an address is.
In that case, are you going to Sebastian's haven, or are you going to go to the coterie's haven?
Oh no, he'd go to Sebastian's haven. The coterie haven's compromised. He's not going over to that place, especially not right now.
All right. So through an act of time compression, the 4 of you find yourself sitting inside of Sebastian's haven, huddled together. Some of you in varying levels of pain and agony at the moment, as you all begin to process what just happened.
Crap.
What was that, man? What was that, man?
This was supposed to be a party.
Yeah, it's a party in some aspects. Oh crap, my car's still there.
You're right about your car, man?
Yeah, it can be traced back to me.
Why, do you have it registered to yourself?
Well, no, it's registered to my mask, but still, I don't want to burn that just yet.
That's fair.
What are we gonna do now, man?
I don't know if there's a way to like get the car like out of there. I mean, it's kind of on fire.
Well, emergency services are already there. That's too late. The best thing we can do now is relax and maybe find a snack. I don't know about you all, but I'm pretty hungry.
Yes, please.
You think y'all can find something to eat at a time like this?
Got it. The only way to keep your head clear is if you keep your stomach full.
If y'all want to risk it, man, you know I don't hunt like y'all.
Listen, this is bad, and I need a snack before I can make any of this better. And don't know what I'm gonna do.
How do you intend to get one, Tansy? Like it was difficult just getting you here.
Exactly the problem. Like, I'm good at makeup, but this, like, I do not have the makeup to make this work.
Hey, Sebastian, there's some way we can get like a body in here or something, man.
I mean, I really don't want to commit a murder in my house.
Well,
We
not,
gotta do something, man.
well, not a murder, but if they were already dead, that's fine.
Don't
I mean,
have the way to transport anybody here. My car's sort of on fire.
I mean, we can use my car.
is your car here too?
Isn't it? Didn't we drive
I
it
don't know.
here?
We all rolled in Sebastian's car.
Because
There
I
and
would
back.
have left my car at the mausoleum since it's compromised.
I mean, if you brought it with you, then okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you decide.
Yeah, let's see.
Walt's probably gonna hit up the sewers for some food.
You didn't bring rabbits?
He brought his cage with him, but he's only down to the 2 rabbits.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't want to kill off all the food, and 2 rabbits isn't going to give you. I don't even think it'll give you a blood point.
Yeah, it'll be back to square one
No,
if
it would
I
actually give
eat
you
the last
2 blood
rabbits.
points
Because Ree's merciful.
technically you can't have less than. I won't let you have less than 1, and then you have the 1 hunger power that gives you +1. So you guys get 2. On both rabbits, you get 2.
Be back to square one if he ate those rabbits. Okay.
It's fine. We will just do Operation Raid the Pet Store Part 2.
I mean, Walt can always hunt first, and if he's unsuccessful, then eat the rabbits. That's an option.
That is true.
You know what? Walt will say that. I mean, I try going hunting first. See if I can get a little something, something. If it don't work, I come back, I eat the rabbits.
That's fair. If you feel like you're not in a dangerous place, then by all means.
All right, Tansy, where would we go to get you something to eat? I can drive.
I mean, graveyards are good. A morgue. I mean, at this place, they'll even take like I'll take anything I can get.
McDonald's.
Let's try the morgue. I'll distract the doctor.
Okay. Oh,
That's
ugh.
a smooth move.
I'm gonna have to drive. Okay.
No, I'm going to drive.
Can you drive my car?
Mm-mm.
I mean, I don't know. Is
If
it
it's an
super
automatic-
fancy? It's like a Tesla?
No, it's like a. I don't know. It's like a BMW. It's. I mean, but you can.
Oh
drive
yeah,
it.
no.
I mean,
don't.
they're different
I don't-
editions of BMW. Like that's an
No.
old company.
No, I think it might be. I
If
thought
it's
we
an
established
older,
that my car was too fancy and computerized for La Sombra.
Okay. Then yeah, it'd be a
No.
modern one.
yeah,
No,
someone
let's
else
try.
is gonna have to. No, we're not trying that.
I can drive.
All right, Walt can drive.
I before we go, I definitely like get changed into like a tracksuit kind of thing where it's long pants, long sleeves, a hood, try and of course it's velour with like the white piping, obviously.
Nice. All fuzzy.
Like the dark purple.
Obviously, yes, obviously.
Obviously.
Eastern
Probably it's
European gangster tracksuit.
yes,
Obviously,
exactly. And so at least like try and cover up the mess that is my hair. Kind of pull a couple more burn clumps out. Let's go get this fixed, guys. This is bad.
Yes,
know,
yes,
Tansy,
this
let's
is
do it.
bad.
It's real bad.
Alright,
I don't want
let's
to fight
handle-
anymore.
I'm gonna sit in the back seat. I'm not getting too close to anything up there.
All right. You all get yourselves into the car, and there is a morgue that you believe should be open. It is connected to the hospital at the moment, so it isn't empty, but it isn't quite as busy as normal. As you can see, people have been kind of diverted from this area over to take care of the injured that are coming in. As you all get there, there is still a single night nurse who's kind of working. They look kind of in their early 40s, graying hair, wearing that kind of white-ish scrubs with the medical coat. How do you all wish to handle it?
Wall's gonna just stay as the driver. He'll be the getaway driver if things go south.
Okay.
I don't know as though anyone except Walt is very social.
I mean, that's how Sebastian hunts normally, like seduction, right?
Yeah, no, Sebastian's a consensualist.
I mean, you could ask.
I think he'll go and try and hunt the nurse. I don't know.
Why
It's kind
not?
of a strange ask, but can I eat you?
How?
You just got back from a funeral. You feeling some type of way?
I don't know. That's the thing.
I just gave you. You just got back from a funeral. You feeling some type of way?
You got back from the funeral, so you went to the morgue to what?
Eat
Reed,
somebody.
crazy things happen at funerals, dog. Don't even front. Don't even front. Don't even. You know, Reed.
No, we're at the morgue. He's gonna go to her and be like, just to get Tansy in, or at least distract her enough that he's just gonna play distraction then. He's just gonna be distraction. Talking about, to see if she had any people come in here recently that, there was an explosion downtown. You know, some of my friends were in the area. I don't know if they're okay. I've checked the hospitals. They don't have any record. I'm just here to see if did you guys bring anyone in with this description?
That's another way.
Okay. Okay, I will say your request. If your goal is only to be distracting,
Yeah,
then you won't have
he's
to
gonna
roll.
be distracting. No, he'll hunt elsewhere.
And I'm going to
You
try
won't
and
have to roll.
sneak around while Sebastian is distracting.
Okay, you want to sneak? Roll stealth and dexterity to be unnoticed.
What can I roll to distract her?
Sure. You roll charisma or manipulation and persuasion.
Excellent. Do my looks apply because I am a pretty boy?
Yes,
Excellent.
it does.
I'm using manipulation.
Hold on. Hold on one second, Tansy. Let's see if your friend can help you.
Spending another point of willpower because these dice are jacked today.
Oh boy.
Better. 4 successes.
Okay. So how many did you roll, Tansy?
2.
That will be enough. You are able to sneak past and into the morgue proper, and there are plenty of bodies here.
I go absolutely ham on the first one I see. I unzip whatever bags and just like the edge of frenzy beast that I am.
Are you being careful?
I think for the first one, probably not. But then
Okay.
for the second one, probably.
Okay.
Because I want to get
begin-
enough to get myself back down to 1 hunger.
I will say each one is they're basically treated like blood bags. So I'd say you have to feed twice to do it, but you can get down to 1.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so the first one probably I'm not. I'm just focused on getting just like, look, there's food here. Oh my gosh. But then the second one I'm definitely a lot more careful.
And as you calm down and you feel the influence of the beast reside, you realize that you have left a set of fang marks directly on the neck of one of these bodies.
Oh, shit.
Cannot lick the wounds of a corpse.
But you can mutilate it.
Hmm?
Are there any... Oh, I have my phone with me, don't I? Or I would,
Sure.
right?
I would say you can have your phone, sure.
I would like to take a picture of the face of the guy who has the fang marks in him.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Perfectly
And
fine
then
picture.
looking around, do I see any like scalpels or surgery tools or anything like that?
Yes.
Two things I would like to do. I would like to take a scalpel and like cut out like the skin of his neck so that way like the skin's gone so you can't see the puncture marks.
Okay.
Just like remove it from him.
Sure. Sure.
And then I would also, while I'm in there, is it possible to like just remove like a single like vertebrae from his neck?
Why?
Because I have a picture and I need a piece of him or something that belonged to him.
You could try by making a dexterity or intelligence and medicine check, sure.
Ooh, intelligence and medicine. Yes,
Mhm,
yes.
but it will
Please.
take time.
Okay, fine. I'll just take a finger. Can I just take a finger?
Sure.
All right.
It's fine.
Yeah, and I'm gonna find like a little biohazard bag or something and wrap up like the neck pieces that I have and the finger and put them in a biohazard bag and shove that in my pocket and sneak back out to the car.
Roll another dexterity and stealth check.
With so many fewer hunger die this time.
Yippee.
Do I need to roll
Listen.
another thing to distract this lady?
No.
Okay, good, good.
I mean, if there's a
conversation.
lady that came in, I
Two
might
successes.
be hungry for that. If she's the only one here,
From this woman,
could
sure.
just take her around the corner or something. Ain't nobody gonna know.
Roll. Convince her to roll manipulation and subterfuge for that.
For what? To convince her to come around the corner? Oh.
Yes. Or I guess persuasion could also count.
That would be
Either
worse.
You're trying to persuade either one, I guess. Either one.
It's like, hey, could I ask you a quick question? Oh, I should probably. Yeah, I keep forgetting to do it from the skill. Way for bestial failure.
Oh, dog.
Come on.
Actions
No,
have the most
just one
wonderful
success.
consequences. This person is clearly much more interested in continuing their conversation with Sebastian than helping you.
Darn
Do your
Sebastian,
stealth
you're
thing
just
and
too
just
damn
bite.
charming.
I know, it's fine.
While they're
Oh.
distracted by Sebastian, though, are they within view of other people?
No.
Yeah, she's only night nurse on duty.
Oh, is she like at her little night nurse kiosk?
Mm-hmm. At the desk, yeah.
Okay. Is there a door to it, or is it just like open to walk around?
There is two sliding. Oh, to get to where she is, there's not a door. There's just like a space between
like a space.
the desk and the wall.
Okay.
You just walk by.
Is there a camera that I can see in here?
Not inside, but there is one that is outside that would have seen you enter.
Sure. But there's none within our immediate vicinity.
No. Nothing I can see now, but there is one that is angled so that way it would have kind of angled down that it would see people who come in and when they leave.
That's fine. I might just make a stroll around. While she's talking to Sebastian, I might try to go get behind her.
All right, dexterity and stealth.
See what Anush is doing.
Yes, it's very obvious that it's very obvious. It's behind her back,
He
but
just
it's very
gives him a
obvious.
look, like it's just like out of the corner of his eye, just like seriously.
And Anush is just like,
Yeah, just because it's funny, I'm gonna have her roll to see if she notices that Sebastian sees something weird.
What do I roll to hide the fact that I've noticed something? What are we doing, Ree?
Roll either charisma or manipulation and subterfuge. Or
Hey, can I ask you something?
I think after you take like 2 points of blood from someone, they get a little loopy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but at this moment, you're hiding behind someone.
Question: subterfuge or performance?
Either one. Either one.
I do performance because it's a one more dot.
She's like, seriously?
This is to see if she notices something.
It's 3.
Just do the whole Dracula thing.
Like he just kind of like rubs his eye as if he like had got something in it.
She rolled a crit for 5 successes.
Boy.
So as Anush is trying to sneak up on this woman, Sebastian's eyes, just for a moment, go wide in both annoyance and surprise, and she whips around and sees you, and she's like, "What on earth are you doing? Get from behind here."
I mean, her back is turned. Sebastian can go for it.
Sebastian can't.
No, it has to be consensual.
It has to be consenting.
Curses.
You know, they don't put like a security guard down here for you guys, like at all.
There's one close enough. Well, I think there is enough time. I think both of you, come on, both of you need to go.
Look at I'll check another hospital. Thank you so much for your help.
So close.
So close.
And as soon as she has his back turned, he is going to like swat at Anush.
Like, what? I'm hungry.
Not at a place where there's cameras.
There's no cameras here. It's out there.
Okay, look here. Just make sure they get home safely. I'm gonna hit up a club I know nearby.
You know, I like that idea.
No,
what?
you are not coming with me.
Why not?
No.
They won't even remember me.
I do not care.
Rude.
You are on your own. I am not responsible.
Rude.
I like these people.
Well, that's fine. We'll split paths.
Okay. He's gonna go head towards his usual haunting grounds.
Anush is going to follow Sebastian, but he's like he said, they're gonna go separate ways.
So while
he's like, there's a club. I like clubs. There's lots of people at clubs.
Happening. Well, are you trying to follow Sebastian?
I mean, he doesn't have anything else to do, and he's very hungry.
Roll wit awareness, Sebastian, and roll dexterity and stealth. No.
Oh no, he's gonna beat this. These dice are going in the trash.
5 successes again.
Yeah, it was only 1.
Managed to settle in behind Sebastian pretty easily.
I mean, I did say we were going to take separate paths, and lie.
Anusha's gonna get armed of airmen slapped a couple times.
So while the two of you are handling your issues, Tansy, would you like to attempt to heal some of this damage?
Oh God, yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
So, I believe do you have a mixture of aggravated and superficial damage, or do you just have aggravated damage?
Yeah, I only have aggravated at this point. I'm completely out of. Well, no, because I took 3 points of aggravated, but then like my superficial is all gone. So.
Okay. Then yeah, you would heal the superficial separately from the
Okay.
aggravated.
Okay, cool.
So,
Yeah.
you
So.
can make 3 rouse checks to heal 1 point of aggravated damage per night. So let's
Well,
start with
the
that one.
first one failed, so I get
Riddles.
hungrier, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but do I still heal the damage?
You make all 3 rouse checks for the one aggravated, but you will heal it. Yeah, regardless of the results, you will still heal it.
Okay. So let's do the next 2. Let's see. All right. So that's 1 more success, 1 more failure. I've got my 3 health, and I had 1 more hunger. Back up to 3 hunger.
1 point of aggravated damage goes away. Now you can attempt to rouse to heal your superficial damage. That's separately. You can heal 1 per rouse check you make. Like to dump the beast again?
Oh, I thought. Oh, that was my. Oh, sorry. I thought that was my superficial that I just did.
Okay, if that was for your superficial, that's fine.
Yeah.
Then all right. Then yeah. Then you can make 3 more rouse checks to heal 1 point of aggravated.
Ooh.
You want to risk it?
No, because I'm already at 3 hunger. And so if I fail these, which I do not trust myself to not, that's going to push me right back into 5. So no, we're going to have my 3 points of superficial healed. We're going to keep myself with the 3 points of aggravated, and we'll.
Okay.
Maybe like the spot on my leg with the big gash is starting to knit itself together a little bit, and some of like the scrapes are healing, but you can still see like the side of my face is still this sort of charred and burned sort of mess where only like the little edges are maybe starting to get better, but overall it's still massive fire damage.
All right. Then as Tansy's attempting to knit her flesh back together, and Anash and Sebastian are going hunting together, I think that's where we're going to take a break for the evening.
All right.
So we will be back in about 15 minutes to continue our vampire story. So please take care of whatever you need to do, and be sure to join us and see where this goes for our lovely coterie here. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle. We're just going to go ahead and dive right back in as our coterie attempts to, let's say, do some unorthodox cooperation. I believe Sebastian and Anash wish to hunt. They will be hunting in the same place, but not necessarily together. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
because Sebastian didn't want me following.
No.
And I was like,
Okay.
it's okay. I'm not going to be like hanging out with you.
Walt see them leave the building, right, and just start walking toward the club.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Walt's gonna turn around and be like, "Where they going, man?"
Talk amongst yourselves.
Uh-oh. What you doing, Ree? I see what you're doing on stream. What you doing?
Busy. Talk amongst yourselves.
He's activating the.
Wait. I was briefly the storyteller.
Yeah, I know. I had the same thought. I was like, wait.
Cannot be the story.
And that was how the XP got tripled.
Also, dog, like if you talking, I can't hear you. I saw your lips moving.
Oh, can you guys not hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, I am the storyteller again.
All right, we good. Yeah, Walt turned around to Tansy and asked that question. Where they going,
No,
man?
we're not good.
You guys can talk amongst yourselves. Roleplay.
We ain't good
fix the
yet.
screens.
No.
Wow.
The screens are
We
not being cooperative.
shall we just continue as we're playing musical boxes?
As Ari activates Goblin mode, Ree loses the ability to speak.
I mean, why
Let's
not?
go ahead. Continue as you wish.
Tiz, you gotta know where they're going, man. They didn't tell us about this. Die.
Sorry, say again. My brain just it hurt it. Of it.
Walt said, Tiz, I didn't know about this, man. Where they going?
I think they're going where I mean, probably looking for some snacks. I mean, it's been a long night, and everybody. How are you doing? Do you need to go get something to eat?
Yeah, but somebody got to drive, and if things go wrong, I may not be able to.
I mean, I'm feeling a little bit better. I can eat, or I can drive. I could eat, but I could also drive. I could do both.
I mean, if someone comes and asks you questions, you know.
Well, yeah, but I mean, obviously, I don't want to be seen like this. It's bad. Obviously, it's a problem, but I can drive if I need to drive. We need.
I mean, we can't go home. Like, Sebastian got the keys, man.
Yeah, but we can't just leave them here while we go find another pet store or whatever.
Are you sure you want to risk that, Tizzy? Police are already out. I'm just gonna go in the sewers. I know you don't want your car smelling like that, so I was just gonna wait till we all get home and then just go out on my own.
I mean, the car already kind of smells like this. So I mean, we might as well. We're already out. We can go to the stores for a minute.
Well, okay. I give it a shot.
All right. I lock the car, but I will follow Walt down and look for the sewer entrance. I will follow Walt's lead.
Okay. It's not very hard to find an entrance to the sewers.
All right.
Descend down. And I believe you wish to hunt for rodents, is that correct?
You already know.
Alright, then give me a composure and animal can roll.
Okay. This never goes well.
I don't know what you're talking about.
One success.
Nailed it.
You do find a rat, but as you attempt to pin it down, it kind of moves by you and scurries past further into the sewers.
Can he try again?
Sure. Just make the roll
And
again.
activate Sense the Beast for hearing. Activating, well, not Sense the Beast, aspects.
Sure, I'll let that add an extra dice to your hunting roll.
Thank you. He gonna need it. All right. Okay. Let me put this right. Click the skill. Just like you might be struggling. It's one. Let's go. 2 successes.
Okay, you're able to find a single rat that you can feed on.
Bon appetit. I get 1 dot or half a dot or what you want to do?
Yeah, you get 2. You can have 2 dots.
Yep. It's how kind. Okay. All right. I'm gonna sound stupid for asking this because I ask this all the time. No dots is good with hunger, right? You want
If
less
you can
filled
get
in
there.
bubbles. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, so yep. He's at hunger 3, I think. Yeah, because he can never go all the way down to nothing unless he feeds on a person.
Yeah, but I'm not around, so
So your hunger. What hunger were you at a moment ago?
He
Before
was
you
at
fed?
hunger. He was at hunger 4. He was hanging on.
Oh, make me a frenzy check. At hunger 4, that changes lots of things.
All right. Go get
Means
modifiers
many,
for
many
willpower or
things.
no?
No modifiers.
What's the difficulty?
Just tasting blood at hunger 4 is 4, 3.
Oh Lord, we ain't gonna make it. 4 or 3.
Let me just double check. It's 3. Difficulty
Alright. Really restrained, yippee.
You managed to maintain control of yourself. And if you were at 4 before, you should be at hunger 2 now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We
Okay.
good.
And with that, you have successfully fed in the sewers. Is there anything else you wish to tend to?
Well, I got me something. You ready to go back?
Yeah, I don't want to be down here anymore. Like I'm glad you're better, and I definitely owed you one, but yeah, let's get back to the car and hopefully the other two aren't in any trouble.
Yeah, about that. I'm kind of sorry I had to do that thing to kind of keep you from dashing out everybody.
No, you did the right thing. It's fine. Like I didn't really enjoy being dragged. That kind of sucked, but I get it. It's okay.
I just wanted to get you out of there. I know you like that dress, but I was more worried about you.
I mean, the dress was already kind of ruined, which I'm already really upset about, but I can get a new one. It's fine. I mean, it's not fine. It's not going to be the same. But, I'll get something new. And, it's not like I'm going out for a while like this anyway.
I don't know. We could always try that costume party idea. I think you clean up.
Yeah, could tell everybody it's like monster makeup or something.
How do you think we've been getting away with stuff? That's what I tried when we had that big incident. I don't even know how that went.
I think that's what maybe led them to finding my house.
I never thought about it that way. You mean they telling me that when we was out there fighting them dudes back at that warehouse?
Yeah, I think maybe that was a little loud, and I think maybe a lot of our problems are from that. Maybe.
Ain't nothing we can do about it now. We just gotta handle it.
Oh, absolutely. It's still just. Oh, I think I have a lot of thinking to do. I think maybe I need to be quieter.
I mean, it's a God.
I mean, just like I'm not used to like consequences and like bad things happening.
That's a lot of self-awareness.
I used to just be able to do anything I wanted, and it was fine. And now I like can't do anything I want, and it sucks.
But Tansy, Cleveland ain't no joke, you know what I'm saying? When you out on the streets, your actions have consequences. There be people waiting around every corner. You in. At least I know that was the case when I was alive.
But that's what the money is supposed to help.
Has your money helping you right now?
No. Look at me, my face is burned and I'm in a sewer.
Then maybe money ain't everything when it comes to surviving. Walt means well, but you can tell he's like being like, no, this is the streets.
Yeah, and Tansy like understands and respects that. She just doesn't want to hear it. She does not want it. She doesn't want to hear more hard truths.
Yeah, Walt will sense that. Then he'll let up. He'll sense that. He will sense that.
No, like I get it. Let's just get out of here, okay?
Walt's been moving. Like he's been talking and moving. But yeah, not Walt nods. Basically backtracking, going back up the manhole cover, back to the car,
And as the pair of
and
you
sitting in the
finish your
back,
hunt,
Tansy, I'm assuming taking the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Walt will finish his hunt. Yeah.
and with that, we're gonna focus our attention on both Sebastian and Anosh. Now, because the two of you are hunting in the same place but separately, it is going to make the hunt more difficult for both of you. Two predators operating at the same time is not good. So the difficulty is going to go to 5 for the two of you. But you can choose whatever hunting role you would like to make. The club is going. People seem excited. See how this goes. And what hungers are you both at the moment? 3.
3.
Both of 3.
And how much damage do you have?
Oh, let me
3
see.
3
That's a good
superficial.
question. I have 2 superficial at the moment because I healed some. And I didn't rouse again though because being at 3 hunger, I didn't want to risk it.
Alright, I'm going to say because Anash got shot in the chest several times. That's going to be a -1 from both of you to represent your injuries, trying to hide the fact that you're very hurt in ways that would normally take most mortal people out. So you're going to have to hide those. So you -1 dice from your pools for that, for those injuries. And yes, your looks will help you,
Rude.
Sebastian.
I am very pretty still.
Rude.
Injured, but very pretty. I would say stunning, perhaps.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. Well,
That's
let's
7 successes.
That is enough. Are you able to blend in with the crowd and find yourself coming alive in ways that are different from when you were actually alive. And you are able to very quickly find someone to accompany wherever you want to go.
Well, not a critical fail, but fail. Sorry.
Nosh, on the other hand, the club it's moving in a way that is not to your needs. People are kind of very friendly, very willing to reach out and touch each other, and it is just making it hard for you to move in between the people. You can attempt to make another roll, but the consequences of failure could be drastic.
Like normal failure or bestial failure?
Well, bestial failure would be worse. Failing at all could be very bad.
He would probably after noticing the trouble he might actually go seek out Sebastian, but obviously not interrupt him if he sees that he's busy with something.
Mm-hmm. Sebastian is having a good time enjoying themselves. What type of person does Sebastian hunt tonight?
I don't know. Dealer's choice on this one. He's non-discriminate. As long as they are of
Tasty.
age and willing. That's all he asks for.
Sure, you manage to get the attention of a you will say young woman, maybe in her early 20s, maybe 23, 24. One side of her hair is shaved, the other seems to have been kind of cut and trimmed into a bit of a mohawk. And she just seems to be very excited, just enjoying the night. She's wearing a very nice looking kind of, not quite leather jacket, but almost like a club version of motorcycle clothing. Like, it's very clear just looking at it, it's not actually meant for riding. It's meant to look like she rides. And she is completely enamored with you, Sebastian.
Yes,
Gonna
his
bite Gwen Stacy. This is tragic.
usual charming self whenever he wants to be. He's feeling good. He is in his element. It's fine if people think he's a little kinky. It's fine. It's all good. I'm still gonna get something to eat. It's fine. And he will do his usual afterwards cloud memory.
Nosh, you see your coterie mate is preparing to take someone away.
He's not going to interrupt them. That would be rude.
Okay. Are you staying at the club or are you going to a different place?
Just a secluded inside the club.
Okay, you can find an area. It's not exactly made for your activities, but it is quiet enough.
Yeah, he doesn't usually leave a location with somebody. He usually just likes to be able to put them back where he found them. Just
Okay.
little
Safer that
dazed,
way.
little happy, and just click right there.
Just happy little trees.
blood would you like to take from them?
Just 2.
She is a little lightheaded, but something easily explained away by alcohol. And you're going
Boop.
for about 20 minutes, and you're satisfied and ready to go.
Yeah. He'll take her back to the bar, buy her a drink, pay for it, start heading towards the door.
Josh, what are you doing?
Anash will probably meet back up with Sebastian as they're leaving and be like, fancy meeting you here.
Fancy indeed. What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just perusing the local scene. It's a pretty nice place, although a little loud for my taste.
I find it's fine if I'm in a pinch and I'm on the side of town. I have little favorite spots everywhere.
Well, you have good taste.
Thank you. What are you? Why are you here? I thought you were going to go get a hamburger or something.
Oh well, hamburger's a little not really feeling a hamburger tonight, but just it's I don't know. I'm just a little hungry, but having trouble finding anything that would really fit my palate. It's been a strange night. Everybody's very chummy. There's not a lot of food laying around. It's
How hungry are you? Will you like tear up a buffet, or do you just need like a thing of fries?
I mean, I could probably eat a couple burgers.
I can give you a snack to tide you over if that helped.
Oh well, I mean, I saw you with your friend earlier. I wouldn't want to impose.
It's fine.
It's all right. They probably won't even remember I was here.
Well, that's fine, but I can like get you some French fries if that's what you want.
I love French fries.
Come on then.
Very creative euphemism here.
He's not that old.
All right. So are you going to? Are you all leaving the club at the moment?
Yeah, probably. He was basically offering to let Anush have a little nibble on him if that's what he wanted.
Oh, okay. I don't know if
But
Anush would be looking to do that. Anush was thinking that you were gonna, you had a friend that you were
oh yeah,
offering.
then he could Sebastian try to go and pick someone else up?
The difficulty would still be higher because you're hunting in the same place twice. You're effectively over.
Could they go to another
overfeeding.
location?
You all are more than welcome to do anything you like.
He'll walk down to like a different bar or something.
Making our way downtown.
You can head out.
Not
to a
walking
different
fast because the
location.
police are out and about.
Okay. Sure. You can make a hunting roll if you like.
Me or Anush?
If you're hunting for Anish, then you would make the roll.
Okay. My roll. 5A. Dice are escaping. To make sure my hunger dice was in here.
Not like this.
1, 2, 3, 5.
Doesn't take you too long. You do find someone who is excited and into it. This person's kind of like a younger man, maybe in his early 30s. Shaved head.
Take to an area where he probably left Anush and is just distracting the guy enough to just be like, come on.
Roll me just a dexterity. No, just roll me like a composure and persuasion roll to just kind of be chill about
Do
this.
my
Just
looks
chill
apply because
vibes.
I'm pretty?
A little weird. Sure. You're trying to give off a
Batting those
vibe of
big baby
chill,
browns.
vibe of calm. It's a little weird. But you know, certain people with certain interests exist.
5.
It's fine. You play it off calm. No questions. Anosh, do
Nothing
you
like
wish to feed on
flirty,
this
little
person?
flirty.
Do you wish to feed on this person, Anosh?
Oh yeah, that was the point.
Okay. How much would you like to feed from him?
He would probably just try to take 2. You know, we don't want to drain him dry, and although three would be dangerous territory, I believe. Right, 3 is rolling the dice on death,
Yes, it is.
so we'll just take 2.
Please do not have us also weekend and Bernice this guy out of here. Tansy will be happy, but
Your health is your hunger is 2 at not 2 at the moment, 3 at the moment, correct?
Mine is 4.
Oh, that makes this much
Wait,
more
I thought I was at
interesting.
3, but I guess I was at 4. Yeah.
You're at 4. Then I need you to make me a hunger frenzy check. Difficulty 3. That changes
Where
everything.
is it? Oh, do I just do it from the frenzy one on the first page, right?
Yeah, you can hit the frenzy button. I should
Okay.
calculate everything else.
Let's see if we're having a party. What's the DC? You said 3?
3.
Okay. Success.
Both of us was
Attempt
like
the
barely.
beast.
3
But
successes.
it pays off, and you are able to take 2 points of health from this person, consuming their blood, and you don't want to let go. You control yourself, and you both are left alone with this person. He's still kind of woozy at the moment. They still seem a little bit out of it.
cloud memory.
Yeah.
Putting back where he found it. Buying them a drink.
Okay.
Let me buy you a drink.
Hey, he is nothing but occasionally a gentleman and just like, no, here, have a drink. You're drunk, drink something. Also get them some orange juice, please.
What's your name?
You are able to see to it that this person receives any and all attention that they need. And in the interest of time, you all are brought back together inside of Sebastian's personal haven.
On the way, I roused to heal some of my superficial, and I got hunkier. But it's fine.
Right. How many rounds did you make? How many rounds checks?
Just one.
Yeah, I'll probably make a rouse check too. Yeah, because he's still damaged.
Which I just have one superficial left.
Yeah. Okay. So, as often as you like.
And I'm hungrier. But it's okay because I healed 2 superficial. So now I just have the one aggravated to deal with later.
Make your exchange with the beast, hunger in exchange for healing. Your muscles begin to stitch themselves back together. You can see the metal from the bullet fragments begin to fall away. Anyone else like to heal for the rest of this night? All right. In that case,
the question, isn't it?
Everything comes at a price.
Yeah, I won't risk it.
All right.
There's a rouse check in the morning. I won't risk it.
Are there any more conversations that you all wish to have before the day sleep takes you?
Do y'all even know who that was, man?
Can I roll anything to see if I would have any kind of insight outside of just assuming they were hunters?
They weren't wearing anything to script, so there was nothing about them that would reveal who they were to you. They just kind of wore just all black suits. Car didn't have any. You didn't see any like identifiers like license plates or anything like that on the vehicle.
I don't have any idea, Walter. That was an interesting encounter. What bothered me the most was probably the explosion triggered by that syringe. What
Was this
was that?
syringe? It
I
just,
didn't know what that was, man.
yeah, it looked like they just had like a weird, like, I don't know, like a knife or something, or like a small weapon. It was a syringe?
Yeah, it was
I
a
thought that was a
syringe.
grenade.
No, there's some black stuff dripping out of it, and I
Okay.
I didn't get a good look at it. Everything was moving so fast, but it was more strange that when they dropped the syringe, it sparked on the ground. That I didn't expect that. You know, most needles aren't heavy enough for that type of thing, but every day is a surprise, I guess. Thankfully, we're all in one piece. It's unfortunate about your car, Sebastian. We'll have to.
Yeah, need to get a new car.
I'm sure we can figure something out.
Yeah, I can call Renato. We can figure out. I'll tell my family you need a car. We'll get something figured out. Especially since you don't like want something new. That shouldn't be a problem.
Well, I kind of, I kind of can't drive anything newer because of all the computer parts inside. Like, that car was like nice and old. If I could get like something like decently vintage, but not like vintage.
Yeah, like old enough that you can drive it, but not so old that it's conspicuous.
Yeah. So like, if somebody could just think I'm like a classic car aficionado or something. Oh, I miss my car.
Or if just, like really broke.
Are we gonna overnight or anything if we ask for a car?
I mean, he's gonna want something from me because that's just, how it works. But
well, you're asking on my behalf. I'll just owe it to him.
yeah, I mean, well, I don't know if he can do it or not. I mean, I'll ask him and ask him really, really nicely, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I could pay for it if he can just point me in the right direction of somebody.
Oh, yeah, well, we definitely have people to do that. Yeah, I mean, if you're willing to pay for it, that makes it a whole lot easier.
I mean, like my place is fairly decent.
It is. It's really nice here. I'm sorry I smell like sore and burning. And I don't like those people with the syringe and the hunters. Like they're a problem.
Yeah,
You didn't know we were leaving?
I know you said you had ran into some hunters. Were those anything like what you'd seen?
You know, not that I can recall. What I remember, if like the first hunter I ran into, was, I don't think they seemed like a normal person. It was kind of a unexpected occurrence, because I bit
Baseball
into them and
bat
they tasted
city.
all watery, so they weren't dressed all strange.
Yeah, the person you met just seemed like a normal person with a baseball bat.
And then the other one was that grandma in the weird neighborhood.
They were
So
ready.
no, these people seemed a lot more organized and professional. So, I mean, before I just ran into some people that had some strange supernatural powers, but altogether still seemed human. So I assumed that they were probably, you know, some of these people, but it's hard to be certain, now that they're all dead.
Did someone put out a hit on us?
I mean, you don't need to have a hit put out on you. You just have to exist for these people.
I mean, they had something highly unusual, and they may or may not have known if we come back from an event where we ain't supposed to have weapons on us.
That's true. They had some interesting information they should not have had access to.
And y'all knew somebody was looking around the crib, so they would have been able to study us or something.
It seems like someone's been watching us. But whether that someone's a enemy from the inside or the outside is the better question.
I know Tansy got an enemy.
If it's somebody like on the inside that like knows about Elysium and the party we were at, that's a much bigger problem.
Yes, because obviously we know these people hate us and want us to die, but if it was one of our own kind trying to eliminate us, that would be more interesting.
We would also need proof.
We would, and all of our proof right now is, well, it's exploded in an alleyway and probably being cleaned up by emergency personnel.
Yep.
I wasn't even thinking that it came from like the inside. Just like if these people had information about Elysium, then that's a whole lot of, a whole lot of other people that could get really like hurt. Like that's
It's a fair point.
But we don't have the ability to do anything about it right now. We ain't got no evidence. We don't even know who they
Well,
was.
we don't
We
have
don't know
to
why they
throw
wanted,
around.
why they picked us.
Well, we don't have to start throwing around accusations, but
I would probably recommend not throwing around accusations just on the account of well, you know how quickly rumors swirl there. Get on someone's bad side and suddenly they're on their we can hold grudges for a very long time.
yeah,
Why is the
People-
street so empty, mate?
I mean,
it was there was definitely a plan. That was not accident. That was somebody did some careful planning to create that situation.
That's what I'm thinking, seriously. It takes a lot of influence and power to just get people to leave places. Like it could be a gang, it could be a mob, it can be our kind of gang and mob. It could be all sorts of things. There's got to be somebody real powerful to make something like that happen.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I guess. Okay, so what I'm hearing is that we think either the information came like from the inside and somebody set us up, or this like entire city is like completely compromised.
What do you know about that chick that was giving you a hard time back at the party, Tansy?
Like, yeah, but we just give each other a hard time. I mean, like you know how like family is, right? Where you have like people in your family that, you do things to them that are mean, or you say things that are mean, but at the end of the day, the only people that's allowed to hurt your family is you. You wouldn't outsource that.
I mean, there's a lot of things you wouldn't have done before you joined us.
We don't operate like that. There's always somebody to outsource to hurt someone.
You know,
We just like to kind of keep it personal, I guess.
all right, man. If you're sure about that, I'm just saying, some people like to have changes of heart. They try to do a little something different. What you see as something like that, she might see as mean.
I mean, it's a big move to put the hunters on us. Like that's.
I mean, you slip some Thug Street 50 and tell them to just mess somebody up. Sit this in somebody's arm. Don't ask no questions. Like, it ain't that hard to get somebody to do something for some money.
I honestly feel if Tansy knows this person fairly well, then it's probably not them.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Sounds like more something my sire would do is pay someone to take someone out.
Why would they do that, man?
I don't know. Knowing Ezra, they looked at him wrong.
You do something to make your side mad?
Do we disagree on things? But like, he wouldn't like send people to kill me. He would just disapprovingly scowl and tell me I am a disgrace to all of Clan Lasombra. He's.
It could have been me.
I mean, it could have been somebody else though. Could have been somebody that like just doesn't like me or my family, or doesn't like one of you guys very much. Like,
No
If
one
you
knows
want
about
my-
Walt.
Well, I mean, apparently I'm an unclaimed Camille, whatever. So maybe somebody don't like that. Maybe they don't want to like Camille's running around or something.
Well, I would assume somebody would take you in and teach you then.
Have they done it yet?
Well, I don't know. You just were at court.
It's only been a couple hours since, you got introduced, and we spent most of that time fighting for our lives. You gotta give it a minute.
I just don't know, man.
Anush, how many enemies do you have?
That are still alive? Huh.
Yeah, somebody that might, try and have somebody else blow you up.
You know? Hmm. None that I can think of any significance. Because most people honestly just don't remember their interactions with me. They don't remember who I am, so that keeps me pretty safe.
Ree,
Yeah.
can Walt do something with his streetwise skill to see if he can think of possible gangs in the area?
Or you can try an intelligence and streetwise roll if you like.
It be okay. And take that on me. 5 successes.
There are a few different street gangs that exist in the area that they haven't been doing too much recently. But thinking about it, none of them match what you experienced. Like,
Okay.
don't know anyone wearing, though, dressing relatively close to business suits. From what you remember, it was very strange to you.
Got it. There ain't no gangs I know.
I mean, I just don't know if any of us are like okay, like, so obviously I'm like super important, but I just don't know if that's like if like as a group we're like important enough for them to like let the humans know about us, like, because that's
I only think somebody maybe had picked up on us. You think from the police station?
yeah, the police station or the warehouse.
It's at least a place to start.
Should we kind of feel like we need to warn people?
I mean, you said you was gonna call Renato. I mean, we kind of gotta lay low. We ain't exactly dressed to go asking questions to people.
Yeah, it's
Well,
gonna
not.
be a
well-
while before I can go out again.
Yeah, I wouldn't go out tonight. Sun's probably not too far up.
You're right. I'm going to sleep, man. It's been crazy. Let me feed the rabbits though.
Should have bought the place with the extra room in the back for any rabbit related shenanery.
I ain't chose the rabbit life, Sebastian. The rabbit life chose me.
I can ask.
I will send a text to Renato and say, rough night, meet up tomorrow, question mark.
Busy tomorrow, but I can send someone else to meet with you.
Okay, thanks, bye. Add a friends.
Okay. There are no other things you all wish to get done tonight. Think that will be,
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good.
I think that will be where our vampire story ends for the evening.
Oh
And
man.
with that, I thank my wonderful coterie for being here as we begin the countdown to the end of our season to see where this night's events take our coterie. And for those of you who are still watching, thank you for watching and hanging out with us. We are one follower away from the big 50, so I do thank each of you for that.
Hit that follow button.
And make sure to join us here next
Smash
week
the follow button.
where we will continue with Arethian Nights on Sundays. We will continue with this campaign until its end. Hopefully, we'll make it to the 15th, but we never know with these group of people here. And then stay tuned to see what else is coming down the pipeline, because it is going to be exciting, and I look forward to sharing all of these stories with all of you. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening.